Good morning, distinguished guests, colleagues, and faculty members. On behalf of King Abdullah University of Science and Technology, it is my pleasure to welcome you today to the second edition of MenamL Winter School. We are honored to have you today and grateful that you could join us in this event. Welcome to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and welcome to KAUST. These events bring together scholars, professionals, and participants from all over the world to empower the next generation of AI leaders. Without further delay, please join me in welcoming the President of King Abdullah University of Science and Technology, Sir Edward Byrne AC, to deliver the welcoming speech.
Well, respected guests, valued partners, esteemed faculty, and of course, students and researchers. Assalamu alaikum and good morning. It's an absolute pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to KAUST for the opening of the MenamL Winter School 2026. There's probably not a more important area in the world today. It's an area completely driven by young people. It's an area which is drawing the very best minds into it. And as we speak and talk here today, is redefining the student story, the human story, the student story, the skill sets you need to learn for a full and effective life, but the whole human story in a way that we haven't seen in humanity since Gutenberg invented the printing press. Now, we all know this, but what it means, where it takes the world and the planet, will be driven by you people in this room. The Winter School sits directly at the intersection of two hugely important commitments for us. The first is the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030, driven by an absolutely visionary government. And this is an agenda centered on people, on capability, on competitiveness, on a thriving economy, an ambitious nation, and a vibrant society. A vibrant society. The second is KAUST strategy, our strategy as a university, to deliver globally leading research, which we do, to strengthen national innovation ecosystems, and to translate great science into real-world impact. When I talk about this to my colleagues, I often talk about what's called the Stokes quadrant, and the example of somebody like Louis Pasteur, who was one of the greatest experimental scientists, maybe the greatest in biomedicine the world has ever seen. But he had huge practical implications that came out of his work. Now, AI is, of course, not simply another topic. I think everybody in this room knows that. It's increasingly the engine that accelerates discovery across disciplines and enables new solutions in every sector that we need for the planet, and that Vision 2030, developed by His Royal Highness our Crown Prince, seeks to advance. So these are the reasons why KAUST is so proud to host MenamL 2026 in partnership with leading national and international organizations, and many of you are here. Google DeepMind, Elm, and impact at a national and international scale is always a collective effort. And this winter school is designed to build capacity by strengthening the pipeline of AI researchers, by raising research rigor and standards, and creating a community that can collaborate across institutions and borders. And this is one reason why I personally am so keen and pleased to see people here from so many different areas. As you begin your discussions and deliberations, I want to leave with you just a few very broad principles that may help in a small way guide your work wherever your research takes you in the future. These are quite obvious, but sometimes in life it's important to remind oneself of fairly basic principles. So firstly, work with purpose. Choose problems that matter, problems that improve lives, strengthen systems, and address real needs. When I was a young medical researcher, one of the most famous medical scientists in the world was an English researcher called Peter Medaway. And he was one of the founders of modern immunology. And he famously said, and this has always struck me, to do anything significant, you have to be working on an important question. So one of the most important things one does in life is choose one's questions. You know, this needs insight, it needs vision, it needs a little bit of luck. But if you don't put enough time into choosing the important question that's important to you, you may spend a lot of time not going in the right direction. Now, secondly, there's no point in doing anything in life in a mediocre way. So commit to excellence. Pursue rigorous methods, reproducible results, and clear evaluation, because strong research is built on reliability and quality and on data. Thirdly, the social responsibility side. Build with responsibility and trust. As you know, many people are worried about AI. They're worried about what it may achieve, where it may go, whether it will diminish the human contribution to the world in the future. And of course, we have to make sure that doesn't happen. So as AI becomes more powerful, it also becomes more consequential. Designing and deploying AI responsibly is essential, and trust is the foundation for meaningful adoption and lasting benefit. Nobody wants a world run by AI and machines, you know, and we're getting to a stage where that may not just be science fiction. We want a world where AI is in partnership with humanity, where it assists humanity to do the things humanity needs to do without taking over. And it's crucial that your generation leads that. So to our partners, thank you for investing in talent and for helping bridge research to real-world applications. To our students and researchers, you are the absolute center of this effort, not just you personally, but your generation. Use this week to learn deeply, ask hard questions, collaborate generously, and build relationships that last well beyond this program, because the great research and translational outcomes are likely to be developed by many individuals working across institutions and across nations. Now, finally, and to me, really importantly, I'd like a personal thanks to Dr. Sultan Al-Baraki, who, for me, is a fantastic colleague at KAUST, the entire MenamL team, and the KAUST Academy team, which Dr. Sultan, of course, leads, who have worked so hard over the past months to organize this event. Thank you for your dedication and effort in making this happen. So once again to you all, welcome to KAUST, welcome to MenamL Winter School 2026. Have a fantastic time, a productive and inspiring experience. Thank you.